G'day everybody, Wes Wally here. So I measured the R as 6218 kilometres or 3684 miles. Now that's just 2.5% from the accepted value. Not bad at all. Here's my Bitcoin wallet address. Just pop the 3 Bitcoin in there and we're done, mate.
I know that this wouldn't last 5 seconds on the debate because it starts with the assumption of the very thing it's trying to prove. That big round blue sphere that they showed with the triangle going to it, it didn't matter that it had the R value pasted on it because even Bob, the science guy, came and tried to get away with just having a big blue sphere without an R value labelled or noted in any way, shape or form. Doesn't change the fact that that big blue sphere in his picture is his assumption that this measurement's taking place on that big blue sphere he thinks he's standing on. In other words, the very thing he's trying to prove is assuming in the first instance, aka a begging the question fallacy. You don't get to do that on the debate, let alone spend bloody ages going through it thinking you're going to get Bitcoin at the end of it, when you're even disclaiming to your own audience and your opponent, in this case, Mitch. Are you begging the question?
So I know, Mitchell, what you're going to say about this. You're presuming R. Well, fair cop, I am kind of presuming R in this.
You know you are. You're delusional if you think you're going to get money for DITRH for that. You're absolutely delusional, or what?
Well, if they're going to try and prove R, they can't be using elevation angles. Is that right, QE?
You got that right, brother.
What that means is they can't get 2 straight lines on a sphere Earth unless they assume it's flat, aka the Al-Biruni demonstration that was just shown by Adam. In order to acquire an angle, you need a flat baseline. You use the sextant to get an angle to anything ever, you're going to have to assume it's flat. Well, what is that referred to in this geometry? Well, it's the elevation angle. Elevation from a straight, flat baseline. Something that is never to be acquired on a sphere Earth. Ever.
You know what? His intention was to come on your show and actually present this for the 3 Bitcoin.
Oh,
So Wally,
really?
I'd advise against that.
Oh, really? This is Wally. Wally, if you'd have come with this shite, you'd have been, quote, bitch slapped off your presupposed spherical Earth before you got past the first breath.
Wally, please go to the Flat Earth debate and just see what happens. Try and claim the 3 Bitcoin that you think you're owed and see what happens.
So you said, first and foremost, you measured from a baseline, correct?
Absolutely.
And that was flat.
It was the baseline. Of course it's flat.
So it wasn't measuring
It's
from
on the Earth.
So it wasn't measuring from a curved adjacent then, which would be a curved
Well, why would I
Earth,
use a curve?
because you claim Earth's a sphere.
No, I don't.
Welcome to Flat Earth, where's Wally? You just failed to win any Bitcoin.
How?
Because you just told me that you don't claim Earth's a sphere by declaring that you measured a flat baseline to gain an elevation angle to then compare 2 measured flat baselines to compare the difference. Now, if you're measuring on a spherical surface, you wouldn't have a flat baseline. You'd have a curved adjacent. So, you've measured from a flat baseline. That's a flat Earth.
Well, okay, so let me beg the question. It's a flat Earth.
Okay, welcome to Flat Earth. You don't have to beg the question. You proved it when you measured an elevation angle.
And the 2 elevation angles.
We're both on a flat plane. If you're saying there's a difference between them, then you'd be measuring 2 curved adjacents. But you measured 2 flat baselines and then said, I got it different on the second time I measured the Earth as a flat baseline. Not a curved adjacent, a sphere Earth without a curved adjacent. Don't you get it?
Why are you begging the question?
I'm not begging any question. You told me you measured a baseline. So you measured a flat, straight line on the ground you were standing on. Welcome to Flat Earth.
No,
Yeah, that's what you just told me.
it's a baseline.
Yeah, flat one. Yeah, flat.
Are not parallel.
Yeah, flat baseline. That's what you measured. I asked you, did you measure a flat baseline? Yes, you indeed did, to measure the angles. So you're measuring flat baselines. That's a flat Earth. And then you're telling me that you've compared 2 flat baseline and found there's a difference between them. Well, that's fascinating. Neither of them were measuring a curved adjacent to begin with.
Why would you need to do that?
Because you claim Earth's a sphere. That's why. That's DOS twice. Why would you need to measure it with a curved adjacent? Because you claim Earth's a sphere, you stupid idiot.
Is this really happening?
Yeah,
Is
he's
this
really
really
asking me why he'd need to measure the ground beneath his feet as curved. He's asking me why he needs to measure it curved.
Why would I need to do that?
Because you claim Earth's a sphere. That's 3 times. He can't quite believe it's happening. He's asking me why he'd measure it with a curve. Because you think you're on a sphere. That's 4 times. Hello?
No, I don't.
You don't claim you're on a sphere with a curved surface. Yeah, welcome to flat Earth. If you don't claim the ground beneath your feet is curving and you're measuring it with a flat baseline, then you're on a flat Earth, you stupid muppet!